Anybody experience road rage at all?
All the time.
I was listening on the news, and would you think that it's done by men or women mostly?
Women. Or the road.
I was pretty surprised to hear that it's women that do the road rage. And that's right, and why? And they say it is because of antidepressants, medications. People are taking their meds, and yeah, antidepressants. And but one thing that, you know, if you're a lady, you know, you don't want to make things worse, because, you know, guys, we get crazy like that sometimes. You don't want to make it worse. One thing you probably don't want to say if you're in a road rage situation with a dude, ladies, you probably don't want to say, my exhaust pipe is bigger than yours. Or you want to circumcise the guy's exhaust pipe. And that kind of gets me to, the ladies like beards, dudes with beards?
I said beard. Sorry.
Oh, beard? Oh, you thought I said beard? Well, it could be a package deal.
Beards are good.
I never understood the beard thing, because I always thought that there was a Brillo pad factor, you know, between oral pleasure and oral pain. A lot of people now are packing up, right? You go to a movie nowadays, you got to go, you know, hey, honey, you get the purse, you get the keys, and you get the gun. Yeah, okay. Everybody's packing up. But that's kind of scary, because they got a phenomenon that's called friendly fire, right? Friendly fire. I said, whoop, oh, I'm sorry, I shot you in the balls, honey. I didn't mean to do, you know, oh. You know, and then friendly fire, it's like, you know, well, what's funny about being shot? You know, you got a smile on your face when you shoot, you know. You know, guns, they don't solve, you know, no matter what your beliefs, guns don't solve all the problems. Because people can get you back without having to use a trigger finger or anything like that. You know, I always like, for example, food service. You know, don't be an a-hole to your food server, right? You don't want to stiff him or her. And, you know, you don't want to be an a-hole because they can get you back, right? You know, especially, you know, you say, send it back. Well, it's too cold. Too cold? Oh, okay. Okay, how about we bring you back a little bit more with that special sauce? Okay? Yeah, we'll bring it right back. We'll be right back here. Little special Haagen-Dazs sauce for you. Enjoy.
That's protein. Security.
Protein. Sometimes it's hard to be nice. Sometimes you just have a lot of drama, even in your own family, right? I mean, like, for example, take the Jacksons. They got a lot of drama going on in their family. You know, they've been getting a lot of news ratings right now. You know, with everybody getting involved, they're getting some pretty good ratings. And so they're thinking about maybe a reality show. And they were kicking around some possible names for the reality show. One was Jackson Family Feud. Another possibility might be spending Michael's money. Or if we want to get a little bit more darker, we could say Paul McCartney's Curse / the Beatles' Revenge. I'm just talking about all the Michaels here. Listening to the radio today, this Olympics time and things, and so they were asking Michael Phelps, you know, they were asking, hey, you know, because he was kind of kicked back and they were going, do you have the killer instinct? Yeah, do you have the killer instinct? And he did win. Do you have the killer instinct? The reporter, she was challenging him, asking him, because he was just pretty cool, and she was just like, you know, come on, what are you gonna do, you know? He was just like, you know, he says, oh, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, he ended up winning. But you know what she really wanted to ask him? You know, how many bongs toast did you have today? And then there's another Michael that's in the news. I couldn't believe I heard, anybody remember Michael Vick?
Yes.
Michael Vick, he has a clothing line. I couldn't believe it. I didn't hear all the details about it, but a clothing line. I mean, what's Michael Vick gonna call a clothing line? Bow Wow wear? See, animals are smart. You know, they smell and they got this sixth sense and everything. Like they know. I think what's gonna happen is people that try to wear that, they try to sport that, they're gonna be like a lot of canine revenge. You know, you know, dogs be like look around, like look like I'm smiling. Yeah, I'm about to bite you in your leg, sucker. You know, Anyway, I'm David Little. Thank you for listening, YOLO Lounge. Love you all. Thank you. Today is Happy Hump Day.
Yeah.
Everybody excited about that? Why did they designate Wednesday as Hump Day? I mean, did somebody get luckier on that day more than the other days, or? I can't figure out. Anybody getting any tonight? You will not be humping? You'll be like me. Not gonna happen? Oh, it can happen. That's what old righty and lefty is for. Yeah, a little solo. Anyway. Anybody ever been bit by a dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that just catches, they caught me by surprise. Because you don't expect it. I mean, you know, you weren't teasing the dog or anything like that. It just kind of happened. I kind of was like, I went, your dog bit me. And what happens when you tell owner about the dog biting you? He's never bit anybody before. He wouldn't bite anybody. I said, evidently your dog likes brown meat. He doesn't like white meat. In fact, you know, I think your dog might be a racist. You know, in addition to dog training, you might need some diversity training for your dog. Amazing. We're living in really interesting times now. It's got a lot of people hypersensitive about, I'll just say guns. You think we got too many guns or not enough, or do we got too many crazy people, or both? The people or the guns? I don't know. Both? Yeah. I figure we can laugh about it, talk about it, and maybe figure it out somewhere in the process. True story, happened a couple of weeks ago downtown. Did you hear about that? There was a robbery happening, and officer was getting off duty, and somebody, said, officer, hey, you see over there where, look inside I don't know if it was a store or a bank, but people had their hands up. True story. True story. They had their hands up. The officer said, you know what the officer said? I'm almost off from work, you know. Call 911.
I heard this. Yes.
That's a true story. Officer said, call 911. Now, if you got 10 more minutes left in your shift, I mean, I can kind of understand a little bit about the officer's point of view. I mean, because you gotta decide at some point that we don't know until we're tested if you're a hero or not, or a shero. We don't know until you test it. I think if the person came up to me, you know, and I was a cop, I might say, wait a minute, you've been watching too many superhero movies. You think I'm gonna go in there dressed like this, the cop outfit on and everything, and what do you think is gonna happen? You think I'm gonna go in there and say, okay, come on, give me your bullets, man, come on, come on, It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna call me the Swiss cheese officer. Not gonna happen. You have scenarios now where people are, you know, they're getting ready to go out to public places and things, especially movies. Theaters. What happens when there's a fighting scene and there's like guns firing? You know, what's gonna happen? You know, if I'm in a movie theater, I'm going under the seat. And what happens with the scenario of, you know, there's always some loudmouth, people. What if we were in a movie theater right now and those folks are out there making noise? and we wanted the quiet movie, who's gonna go out there and tell them to keep it down? Who's the hero? Are you gonna go out there? Okay. She's this hero. See, there's always a group, but somebody I wouldn't be as courageous. I might go out there and say, hey, keep it down out there, shut up, you know. I didn't say it, the lady back inside said it. You know, because people are packing now. People got, you know, they got attitudes and everything like that, and you never know when it might come out at the wrong time. Or you ever sit down in a movie theater and somebody sits down with that big 10-gallon hat? Or they just got a big head? Like me, you can't see him, what do you say? You know, you just sit there and bite your lip, or you risk going there, tapping them on the shoulder, and they turn around, yeah, what? You got a problem? Oh, no. The lady in the back, though, thought that you should, like, take your hat off. I think we have the ingenuity to come up with some invention. Something that would maybe be like a mixture of Oregon's finest. Oregon's finest microbrew, Oregon's finest wine, Oregon's finest bud. And anybody here believe in ETs? I believe in ETs, that we get some ET intervention. And we develop some kind of mixture, some kind of concoction, and we call it Oregon Organic Holy Water. Yeah, Oregon Organic Holy Water. So as an alternative, we don't have to pack, we just carry the juice. We carry a little holy water. First case in point would be, I don't know anybody that takes public transportation like me that has encountered some people just hate their jobs. They do, and they like taking it out on you and me. You ever encountered that evil bus driver? You know, when you're trying to figure a way to try to have swag, you know, while you're taking the bus, and it's hard to have swag while you're taking the bus. But the bus driver, the evil bus driver just ruins all that. Right? Instead of being compassionate and waiting for you, he's gonna make you, hey! Swag all out the window, girls looking at you like, man, that guy's a loser. I'll never give him my number. Look at him. Hey! Driver! Get up to the door. What happens, right? Driver look at you. Drives off. The evil bus driver. Oh, no, bus drivers are cool. Most of the bus drivers are cool. But again, I'm just using that one person as an example. So what we do, we pull out the Oregon holy water. Make sure we like, it burns! Yeah, that's right. You shouldn't have done it, right? And then eventually they feel euphoria. Hey, I'm sorry, man. Here's some bus tickets. No, it's my bad. We just turn them around. We got to start thinking before that stuff happens. Possible? Think? But I got to sing John. You might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Serious. But so what would Martin Luther King say about, as I close, what would Martin Luther King say about all the violence in the world today? He'd probably say, I have a dream today. I have a dream today that one day America will declare a ceasefire on itself. Peace at last, thank God Almighty, when we have peace at last. I'm David Little. Thank you for listening. Alberta Street Public House.